Today's workout, I'm working towards my goals this year of a handstand push-up and a one-arm pull-up, and also increasing my middle splits flexibility and dealing with some hip flexor flexibility. But in today's workout, I'm doing a program to deal with structural imbalances in my shoulder because my left shoulder isn't as strong as my right shoulder, and I'm also overcoming some golfer's elbow. So this program is all about dealing with those issues whilst pushing me towards my big goals of the handstand push-up and the one-arm pull-up. Enjoy. All right, team, starting with some foam rolling. As always, there's a beautiful storm going on outside my office that's just started. That's rolling in that I'm sure you'll be able to see and hear once I get outside to do my pull-up work. This is my first workout back after my vacation. And my vacation was just after a bit of an illness. So the last couple of weeks of my training have definitely not gone the way I intended to, but I still got something done every day. Still posted a video of what I was up to. So this is, I'm looking forward to this workout. It's going to be, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get a bit of volume in. Woo! You can hear that thunder going off out there. And the rain is coming down. Oh, this is a bit tender in here, this spot. So I always just do a little bit of foam rolling around my hips and my lower back. I find it helps with my flexibility development and also to prevent my lower back from hurting, because I do have spondylolisthesis and a pars fracture in my lower back. And as soon as I finish this, I'm going to move on to some scapular stabilization activation work and rotator cuff work, and then I'll jump straight into my workout, into my actual strength training. So this is really my warm-up. Geez, it was hot where I was. I was up north in northern New South Wales, and because I'm in Australia in the southern hemisphere, the further north we go, the hotter it gets. Very different for you guys up in the northern hemisphere. So going up north meant it was a lot hotter, and a lot of sweat in my workouts in the last couple of days. Oh. Let's get into those hip flexors there. All right, I'll do a little bit for my lower back. And now I'm going to start warming up my shoulders. So I do this for rotator cuff activation. I shaved my beard off today. I've got a little bit tired of how much my beard was itching, so I thought, stuff it, I'm going to get rid of it. My wife and son haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if it's going to get their seal of approval. Wow, this storm's just blown in out of nowhere. Wind gusting and rain coming down and thunder. All right, I just had to run upstairs and shut all the windows and let my dogs inside, because the rain is coming down sideways at the moment. So this exercise is to activate the scapular stabilizers, switch them on before the workout, get everything working the way that it needs to, because I've had a slap tear in both shoulders, and recently I tore a couple of muscles in my right shoulder from doing pike push-ups, which is the reason why I'm now doing this program where I'm doing dumbbell work to overcome some imbalances in my shoulder. And so this is a really good exercise for a warm-up to get those scapular stabilizers working. Okay, now we get into our workout specific warm-up. So I'm doing my shoulder press, so I'll do a 4-3-2-1 warm-up. So 4 reps at a little bit more than 50% of what I'm going to lift today. I'm going to go up in weight. So that was 15 kilos. Now I'll go 17 and a half for 3 reps. Okay. And now we'll go to 20s for 2 reps. And I plan on lifting 22 and a half today. I haven't done that much yet for this exercise on this program phase. I haven't used dumbbell shoulder pressing for years. Okay, and then 22 and a halves. And this is the weight that I plan to lift. So let's do 1 rep. Whew. Look at that, what a storm. I think I'm probably only going to film this 1 set of pull-ups because the rain's coming in sideways. I think it's going to get the camera, but we'll see. Wow, this storm is something else. There was a lightning strike just then, just before I started filming, that must have been directly above my house. It was like bang, just exploded. Woo! Oh, what an experience working out in a storm like this. It's just come out of nowhere. Well, it seems to have. I didn't see any signs of a storm earlier on. So I'm doing my lower body flexibility in between my upper body strength training sets because it's just the most efficient way to get your flexibility done, I find. And I'm actually really working on the middle splits today, but I do a few sets of a couch stretch in this workout because my hip flexors are really, really tight. And I really need a lot of work on them in relation to the rest of my body anyway. Yeah, I'm not I'm not going to film my pull-ups out there just at the moment. The rain's like coming in sideways. Maybe it'll die off for my towards the end of the workout, and I can film a few sets. But I did 8 reps in that set, and I'll plan to do 8 reps for all 5 sets. And I'm doing a neutral grip at the moment with those Kensoi Swissy with the paddles on your wrist, because it helps to deload the wrist flexors when you do a neutral grip and use those paddles. And that's a big part of, dealing with golfer's elbow. To really try and fix it is to find ways to deload those wrist flexors but still be able to keep doing your pulling exercises. And I'm going to do a lot of bicep work in today's workout to really get those biceps up so that it's not a problem anymore. All right, round 2. I'm really working on the imbalance from my left side to right side. So my body wants to favor the right arm. So I'm really trying to pull hard with my left arm. And it doesn't feel natural. It just feels easier to just pull with both arms, but then my strong side keeps doing most of the work. So you've got to really think about it when you're overcoming imbalances. All right, I'm on to my supplementaries. So first supplementary, dumbbell lateral raise. And I stop short to keep the deltoids under tension at all times. Oh man, woo! I feel that so much more on my weaker side. So now I'm into my middle splits training. And the first exercise for my middle splits is a loaded butterfly stretch. And I just realized that I didn't do anything to warm up my adductors today. I'm doing this workout a little bit late. Well, very late in the day actually for me. And I did the short version of my warm-up. And the longer version of my warm-up, I would have done some squat hip openers for the adductors. So this is very tight. But it's okay. It's not like my body's warm, the blood's pumping through my blood vessels into my extremities. My heart rate's elevated. So it's okay. It's a good time to stretch. It just means that the first round is not going to be nearly as good as it could be. So I'm going to contract my glutes now. A couple of end range contractions. And that helps to get the nervous system to release some of the inhibitors that restrict flexibility. All right. Oh, there we go. And now it's lat pull downs that I'm pairing with my dumbbell lateral raise. So I've got to use my home gym version of lat pull downs. There's 2 cable pulley systems. So I'm just doing 3 sets of this, and then I'm going to move on to my bicep and tricep work. Just recording my reps and my weight so that I don't forget. And my bicep and tricep work are the real, because I'm working towards a handstand push-up and a one-arm pull-up. That's my goals for this year. But I've got an imbalance in my shoulders that presented as some muscle tears in this shoulder, so I've got to deal with that. How do I do that? Stop doing handstand push-up work for a while and focus on dumbbell work, because dumbbells are a unilateral movement, so they inherently take care of imbalances, and I can feel it every time I press. I feel the left side is much weaker and struggling. Supplementing that work with dumbbell lateral raises just to really hammer those deltoids. And again, I can really feel it on my left side. If I'm doing pike push-ups or wall-assisted handstand push-ups, I'm always going to favor my stronger side. So this is much, much, much better to deal with imbalances in the shoulders, working towards my goal of a handstand push-up. One-arm pull-ups, the thing that's preventing me from really going for it is that I've got a really old niggling case of golfer's elbow. And it's not enough to stop me working out, but it's enough that if I try and do one-arm pulling movements, that's what's going to go. So I need to deal with that. So I'm dealing with it, but what's presented as the weak link now for me is my biceps. The muscles in my back, in my shoulder for pulling, they're strong. My muscles in my forearm for wrist flexion are strong. It's the bicep that's not strong enough. And there's a series of testing that I did to work that out. So I'm going to really hammer my biceps in this workout. And for the next 2 program phases, I'm going to be doing 6 sets of bicep curls in this workout. So the biceps are just going to be hammered by the end of it after those 5 sets of pull-ups and then 6 sets of bicep curls. I've done my 3 sets of lateral raises and lat pull downs and butterfly stretch. So now I'm onto my bicep and tricep work and some more middle splits training. Oh, that's so much harder on my left arm. Whew. Okay, this is end range strength for the glutes, which is a really commonly overlooked part of the middle splits. Oh, that's Cramp City. Huge part of middle splits training is end range strength for the glutes, so making the glutes strong at their end range of abduction. So basically the opposite movement to the middle splits. The nervous system inhibits flexibility and keeps your adductors tight when the glutes aren't strong enough to control that range. So that's why we do end range strength and also loaded stretching. So you want to build strength in both the agonist and the antagonist movements. And it's tough. It's really normal that you cramp a lot when you do end range strength for the first time. All right. Okay. Woo. So I'm doing 6 sets of bicep curls in today's workout, which is a lot for me. I've never really done this much bicep work before. So let's see how big these guns get over the next couple of mesocycles. Because it's a decent amount of volume when you include the pull-up work as well. And I'm doing that twice a week and then one deload workout a week as well. So it's pretty good. It's enough to make a change, that's for sure. Enough for some growth. Okay, and I really just do triceps just to balance out the elbow for structural balance. Triceps aren't a weak link for me in my body, but you have to train for structural balance. Do one more set of this, and then I'll move on to my next bicep curl. All right, now moving to some seated supinated grip bicep curls, just to change it up for the biceps. Oh, it's a deep burn. Oh, brutal. All right, one more set of tricep extensions. and then into the proper middle splits work, the actual middle splits. Everything so far has been to strengthen and prepare for the middle splits. So I do all the end range antagonist contractions first, and the butterflies are a really good way to warm up for the middle splits. So now I'm going to do actual active middle splits work, but I'll do one more set of tricep extensions first. Let's get these done. So I'm working on a superset at the moment. So this is just a lying version of what I did on the pull-up bar out there. So when I was on the pull-up bar, I was fighting gravity to contract my adductors, and now gravity is assisting to get my legs further apart, and I'm contracting my adductors hard, and my hands are just helping to assist the movement a bit. Oh, I know how weird this exercise looks, but I really don't care. It's about the results. And the splits looks pretty weird at the best of times. Oh, this is cramp city. I always get cramps in my feet on this one. Come on. And then straight into an active middle split. And I'll just use this. I use a dowel rod to measure the distance between my feet so that I can tell, so that I can use progressive overload. And the first round, I don't ever go to my max effort on the first round. And so you hurt yourself. And then once you're in position, posterior pelvic tilt, squeeze those legs together hard. Come on. Oh man. All right. No, I didn't do that yet, did I? So now I go down to my passive middle split, and this is really my recovery now. I'm just relaxing. But when you're sitting here, you can contract your glutes and your quads a little bit so that you're still, because it's, learning how to create that strength at end range, at muscles that are at the end of their, in the shortened state where it's hardest to contract. They are creating strength, learning how to create contractions there teaches the nervous system that this range is safe and this is normal and this is controllable. So any amount of time that I can spend here doing this stuff is going to benefit my middle split. Woo! And, I have to rest anyway, so I may as well rest doing some flexibility work. Oh, my arms are absolutely cooked now. I just did my 5th set of bicep curls, one more to do. So this will be my 2nd set of middle splits. I'm already going a little bit wider than I was in the first set. Oh, man. All right. Okay. It's hard at this stage of the workout to do anything really, you know, because my nervous system's pretty fatigued, pretty exhausted at this point. Put my timer on. Oh. Come on. Come on. Oh man. Oh, it's tough. Oh, it is not easy at this point in the workout. But this is a good time to be stretching. There's so many reasons why doing strength and flexibility like this is really beneficial. One of the many reasons is that when your nervous system is fatigued, so at the end of a workout, it's easier to produce better flexibility because the nervous system is what is tensing the muscles and preventing you from being able to achieve greater flexibility. So when your nervous system is fatigued, it's harder for the body to contract these muscles and prevent me from getting into the middle splits. So that's where the old saying comes from, it's better to stretch at the end of your workout. It's not untrue, but it's not really an accurate way to describe what's going on there. And so by doing this, where I've progressively worked up towards my middle splits, I've gone through my workout, my body's really warm at this stage, you know, the blood's pumping, and my whole nervous system is just fatigued. So it's a really good time to be doing middle splits training. One more round. Let's get it done. Oh man. Here we go. Oh, it's so hard doing those end range contractions when you're this fatigued. Come on. Ah. 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 Oh, I lost my balance. Oh well. Oh. I'll do a few contractions. Oh man, I can barely contract my muscles. So fatigued. Oh wow, all right. Okay, rotator cuff, grip training, and golfer's elbow rehab work. Let's go. Oh, my legs are so fried. Woo! Ah! Okay, so I put a towel on my knee because otherwise my elbow slips skin on skin when I'm this sweaty. Oh, oh wow, that cooked me. Oh, oh, come on. Oh man. Wow. I'm wrecked. Okay. Oh, I'm dripping now. Dripping with sweat. Okay. This is always so hard when I'm this fatigued. I'm so much better at it when I'm fresh because I've just been using my grip through the whole workout, but you don't do things like this at the start of your workout because it affects your grip strength, affects everything. So it would make me worse at pull-ups. It would make me worse at bicep curls if my grip's fatigued. So it's the only time to do it. Okay, here we go. Oh man, can't even do 6. So fatigued. Come on. And on my right side, it's so much easier. My strong side. There we go. And then this is the antagonist movement to grip crushing. finger extension. So that was finger flexion, and this is finger extension. And you have to do antagonistic movements if you want to have, good balance in all your joints. Woo! All right. I'll do 2 more sets of this, and then my wrist flexion and extension. And now to finish off, I'm doing the wrist flexion and extension. So this is the specific work for the golfer's elbow. This is strengthening the wrist flexor tendons, and these are the tendons that are inflamed that cause golfer's elbow pain. So the whole workout has been designed to deal with golfer's elbow, but this is the only exercise that is specifically strengthening the wrist flexors. Very important. And it's not just about doing the exercise, it's about really trying to create wrist flexion without bringing your fingers into it too soon, which is much harder than just curling up. Come on. Oh man, that really gets in there. Okay, and now I do wrist extension to balance the joint, for structural balance, and it also helps with any tennis elbow that you might be dealing with. Oh man. Woo! Oh, I'm cooked already. I'm going to do 2 more sets of this and that'll be it. And I had a really long coaching call today with our advanced UMS tribe members, with my brother and I. It took 3 hours. We did a live coaching call with them. I thought it was going to take an hour, so I didn't get to do my locomotion and flow workout today, but that's okay. This is my most important workout, so I'll get this done. And then I'll finish, edit it, put it up on YouTube, and then family time, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will do my locomotion and flow and handstand and hanging workout. I'll get that done. So I'll see you in that workout.